Hi everybody. So this is our second Tuesday tutorial of the month of August. And this month we are talking all about the difference between chemical and physical sunscreens. And because I know that it's a little bit confusing, I wanted to break it down and try and make it a little bit more digestible for people. So if you recall, we're going to do a live recap on the last Tuesday of the month. So if you have any questions that you want to submit early, otherwise come live, you can ask them. I will answer them, and we can hang out in real time. So today we're going to discuss chemical sunscreen. So I know that the word chemical is a real trigger for a lot of people, and that it sounds like that chemical is automatically either unnatural or dangerous or toxic. And in fact, that is not true. Chemical is a science word. It's actually a way of identifying different properties of our universe, of ourselves, the things that are around us, similar to like organic and inorganic. So if you remember from science class, those are things that we discussed in chemistry. So now the cosmetic world has co-opted the term of the way science explains the things that we use. So it has become scary, but I want to try and take that fear away and explain it. So chemistry. So chemical, the word chemical is in fact a catchphrase for all of refers to elements on like the periodic table or compounds that have a combination of molecules. So everything is chemical, everything is a collection of chemicals. So even water. So now organic compounds contain a carbon atom and often a hydrogen atom. So while inorganic compounds don't contain either of those, inorganic is also like salts and metals and other elements. So so even like the minerals that are in our sunscreens or in our ingredients can be an inorganic, because again, it's a science term. So hopefully that's a little bit clearer. So I just want to be sure that you understand, so that all ingredients that are in skincare, all of them are chemicals. Water, plants, botanicals, like it's all a chemical compound. So now, not all chemical ingredients are like created the same. Like there are some that are created synthetically in a lab. Now I find that, I'm not a huge DIY kind of person. I'm apprehensive when people want to put real food on their face or real things from the earth on their face, because once things are created in a lab, they're a little bit more stable, they've been tested, they're more hygienic because they're being done in a much more sterile environment versus like cooking something on your stove. So, there's just less chance of contamination, and contamination is what causes skin reactions. So that's why I always want to just make sure that people are just aware of the terminology that's being thrown around in the cosmetic industry. So now a sunscreen that's chemical, the way it works is by absorbing the sun's harmful UV rays and basically deactivating them. So it absorbs it into your skin and then just like makes it unpenetrable. So it can't like get in any deeper. It can't damage any of your skin cells. Because it needs this deactivation time, that is that 15-minute prior to exposure application time that you need when you're using a sunscreen that's a chemical sunscreen. So ingredients that are typically found in a chemical sunscreen is going to be like oxybenzone, avobenzone, oxasalate, octocerylene, homosalate, and oxytin oxate. I really know how to pronounce my scientific words. So, and a lot of times those ingredients are found in combination with each other. Sometimes to give full protection against the sun, and other times they are ingredients that help to stabilize other ingredients. So, like for example, avobenzone is rarely used by itself. It is generally used in conjunction with the octocerylene and another ingredient called mexerol. Those two things together help avobenzone to stay stable, because avobenzone on its own absorbs into your skin, and it's not great. So they need to stabilize it so it doesn't do any harm. So I know that there's a lot of confusion out there about like ingredient safety, but in most, the ingredients are generally safe no matter what you're using, because the protection is so important. So you can certainly go with other ingredients if, we're going to talk about physical sunscreens next week. So if that's a concern, go with the physical sunscreens, like, that the zinc and the titanium dioxide, like that's totally fine. There's just a lot of other benefits you get when you're using ingredients that are in the chemical family. So and then remember, when you're choosing your sunscreens, to make sure that they are an SPF 30, and that if you're getting a lot of exposure from sun, if you're going to be outside at the beach or skate park or whatever your outdoor activity is, to make sure that you're reapplying every 2 hours. That's going to give you the best protection. And remember, we're protecting the health of the skin. I'm not concerned about like the prettiness of the skin as much as I want to make sure that you're not getting skin cancer, which is why I always say make sure that you're covering the tops of your ears, your nose, the backs of your hands. So don't forget those key areas. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was sort of a quick tutorial. So if you have any questions about what we just went over, feel free to DM me. I'm happy to help explain anything that I've already gone over. If you are watching this in replay, I do appreciate you hashtagging that you've watched it, or an emoji, just so I know you were here. I'll thank you very much through social. And if you can share this with people that you know will like it, I would appreciate that too. So thanks so much for watching my Tuesday tutorial. I will see you next week. And remember to be kind to your skin and go wash your face. Thanks, everyone.